Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Relax your palms in your hands. Check in with your posture. Make sure your chair is safe. Close down the eyes now, sitting up nice and tall on the spine as you reach the top of your head towards the sky, lengthening through the spine. Begin to notice the breath as it comes in and out through the nostrils. Feel the cool temperature as it comes in. And as you exhale, feel that warm sensation of the breath. So just taking a couple of breaths here to help us to center and settle in. You've been away from your practice for a while, so take this opportunity to find something, anything that helps you to return to your practice and helps you to feel good in your body and in your mind. And let's take one more deep breath all the way down to the belly. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And let's begin to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Maybe open up the eyes gently. Roll one at a time, just getting into movement. So drop the chin towards the chest. Inhale and lift up. Exhale and release down. Do that one more time. Breathe in. Lift and gaze up without compressing the back of your neck. Exhale and release down. And then we'll begin to take the head toward your left side, back around, and gentle small half movements to the other side. Just do that a couple of times. And you may want to linger, take it nice and slowly here so that you're noticing what's the sensation in your neck. And don't be surprised if you feel like there's a little more tension, because in different times you feel like you're a little bit more stiff than others. So kind of embrace whatever you're feeling without feeling any extreme sensation. Good. Now coming back to the center, let's begin now to reach the arms up. Start to move your hands up in front of you and slowly reach maybe one and then the second one and bring them down. So if you prefer to just do one arm at a time, that's fine too. And then the other one up and down. One more single and down. So today I thought we'd do a little bit of focusing on our strength. If you're up and release down. Now let's take the arms out from the shoulder and release it down and lift it up nice and slow. Only go to the range of motion that feels comfortable for you. And as I say, always use one arm at a time if that feels better for you. Good. And so if you can you keep the arms up? So take a deep breath in here. Roll the shoulder up, back and down just as much as you can. Try not to force it. Draw the belly button in and sit up nice and tall and look forward. And then let's do 3 towards the front, gradually, or one at a time. So lift as you flex the foot. Maybe your hands are on your hips, and then release down. So lift and release. Lift and release. And one more time, lift and release. Now this time I want you to add an extension on your leg, and then bring it in, and then bring it down. So we'll do this lift and straighten, bend and down. Lift, extend, bend and down. And this time we're going to hold it up if you can. Can you hold it there? Maybe you're starting to quiver a little bit in your abdominal area or in your leg, and that's because your leg muscle is strengthening. Hold on to your chair if you wish. Draw the belly towards the spine. If you get tired, release the leg. Option is to come into a cactus arms and hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands to the lap or the hips and slowly bring your leg down. Give that little shake to circulation, a little bit of movement there. And we'll go to the other side before we do the in and out movement of the hip. So again, we'll begin with our hands on our hips. Lift the other leg up and bring it down. Lift up slowly and feel it in your muscles and the quad, the front of your leg. And down. One more time, lift up. Exhale and release it down. And this time we're going to lift up and extend, bend, and down. Lift, extend, bend, and down. Lift, extend, bend, and down. Now this time, if you can you hold it out and just flex your ankle towards you? If you're finding it in the hip, drop the foot down just a little bit more. And if you want, you can keep your hands here, or you can draw your arms into a cactus. Maybe you lean back and feel the engagement of the core. So take a deep breath here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands if they're up, and then release the leg. Give it a little stomp here. Get that circulation movement. Good. Shake it all out. Shake your feet. Shake your hands. Just give it a little shake. And from here, we'll come to our hip opener. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Again, always checking your posture to make sure you're not collapsing in your body and you feel that support. So we're going to take the hip to a hip opener. And if that's not accessible to you today, then just do as much as you can. Just take it to a range of motion that works best for you. Maybe you've had some hip surgery or some hip complications. So please honor wherever you are with that. So, okay, hands on the hips. We're going to take it out to the side, touch the toe, and bring it in. It's out and in, out and in. And you may have found your own version of this that works better for you. And by all means, please use that version that works best for you. And this time we're going to take the hip out and we're going to hold it out. Come up on your toes and bring your heel down. So lift up and down, up and down, up and down, and bring it back. Good. Now give that a little shake and we'll go to the other side. So you may find one side different than the other. This is perfectly okay. So lift the foot up. So again, you're engaging through the hip right away. And you want to make that quad do the work that it needs to do to help support your knee and your hip. And then we'll take it out to the side just as much as you can, trying to keep the torso steady without moving it. Out, in. So you're touching the toes, out and in. And this time we'll hold it out, coming up on our toes. And then we're going to release the heel down. Up on the toes and release. Feeling some sensation in the calf as well. And down and up and down. And then let's come back and bring it open. Okay, or bring it together rather. Give your knees a little bit of shake. And now can I get you to try opening one leg and then the other? And then start to sit up nice and tall. From here, we're going to move into a spinal movement. So our cat and cow version, a seated cat-cow version. Sit up nice and tall, sitting back on your sits bones. Draw the belly button in so that your pelvic floor is lifted. And then draw the hands towards the hips. Open, maybe the elbows come towards the back. Slight lift upwards and exhale and gently round as you glide your hands towards the knees and immediately start to feel that sensation in the back as it starts to open up the space exhale and roll down. Inhale and lift up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down and stay. And just coming into your version of forward fold. Option to take your blocks, if you have them, and just have them in front of you, or you can just place your hands on your thighs and just come to wherever it feels best for your spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you start to reach towards your blocks and let yourself come to a place that feels good and opening in the spine. And a reminder for those of you who may have vertigo, hypertension, glaucoma, or any conditions that create any problems for you in this pose, to avoid going too low, keeping the heart, the head above that red heart level. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Get it in place, one hand on the thigh and then the other. Slowly roll up all the way as you come nice and tall. And one more move here, maybe lean forward from the hips. And we'll do a crossover of the shoulder, one shoulder to the opposite knee or towards it. Definitely not going to be touching. And then one more. Each side. And over. Good. Now staying in this position for a while, we want to do a little bit more for the low back and spine so that we get that movement. So what I'm going to do is do a little spinal movement. So we're leaning to the right, back to the center, and over to the left. Maybe you come up tall, or maybe you don't. So start to make a big circle with your torso. Just kind of moving it and feeling the release of the tension and stiffness that does often creep into your spine, especially overnight. And then once we come back to the center this time, we'll start in the opposite direction. So leaning to your left and then circling around and around. And you can make these circles as big as you wish. So all the way up and around. Good. One more time. Excellent. Coming back to the center, check your posture, heel toe your feet in. You give yourself a bit of a stomp here, get that circulation going. And from here, we're going to sit to stand, so we'll then move into some of our standing poses. All right, so take your time. If you have any knee issues, please be careful. You don't have to stand up all the way, but it's important for you to keep those muscles engaged so that you can feel strong and get up off your chair or anything else that you're sitting on at the time. So place your hands on your thighs or on your hips or on your chest, whatever feels comfortable. Now draw the belly button in, both feet are planted, and then slowly lean forward, push into your heels. You may wish to hold on to your chair and push yourself up, and if that's enough for you, continue with that. We're just going to do 5 here just to give you a sense of the muscles that you use. So if you've chosen that, or you can start to come up just a little bit more and slowly sit back down. It is a bit of a challenge for sure. And if you want a little more challenge, you can bring your hands on your chest, hinge forward, push all the way up, and squeeze your butt, your glutes. When you get up, slowly release and sit down. So this is 3, and lift. And sometimes you'll find that you use momentum to do these, but it's much more effective if you move slow and easy, so you're engaging and creating that muscle activation. Last one, down and up. glutes. Release the hands. Give it a shake. And I'll just adjust the camera so you can see in a standing posture. Alright, so I'm going to invite you to take your chair, come to the back of your chair. Just going to bring it here. But what I'm going to do is turn it around so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll stand at the back of the chair in mountain pose, checking so that your feet are grounded, all four corners of your feet, heel, toe, and side to side, holding onto your chair for balance, if you wish. And then begin to just come into mountain pose with your arms relaxed by your side or your hands facing inward or outward. Again, noticing the shoulders. Stand up tall so that your head is reaching towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. And release the shoulders. Reach for your chair. And we'll start to pedal the feet. So you want to get the ankles movement going. And you want to get this circulation going in your legs and calves. So pedaling up one at a time. Just do your best. Roll from the heel to the toe. Bending one knee and then the other. Good. And then maybe, just maybe, you start to come up a little bit and hold it if you can. And then slowly release one and then the other. And this time we'll come up one. And then the second, maybe hold it. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, slowly let the heels reach for your mat and back down. Good. And shake that out and give your ankles a little twist around in a circle and then the other way. And the second side. And then we'll step back to our downward facing dog chair version. So anybody who wishes to go a little bit deeper, you can. You can take your chair and turn it towards the seat to face you. Place your hands on the chair, being aware of your shoulders. Step back for as long as your spine allows. And then push yourself towards the back of the room. And let yourself belong in the spine. Just feel it like an accordion, just starting to open up. Always keep the knees soft. Maybe you rock through your toes there. And that helps you to soften gently through the hamstrings as well if they're tight. Take a deep breath, soft bending in the knees. Exhale and release down. And then walk yourself back to the front of your chair. Slowly rolling up all the way as you start to spread the arms open. Big breath in. Exhale out. Good. Now, again, I'm just going to turn the chair around. So from here, we're going to just do a balance pose to help strengthen our quads, as well as start to coordinate the balance that we need every day. So we'll come to take our chair, place our right foot in front, and the back foot comes on sort of a 90-degree angle. So bending through the front knee. And you don't have to, your chair is just there as your prop, so always an option to challenge yourself. If the chair is something that you want to hold on to, then it's there. So bending through the front knee and then coming back. So bend and back, bend and back. Now bend and hold and stand up nice and tall. And take your outside arm and come to wherever feels okay, just coming into a one-arm cactus. Exhale. And if you like, you can start to practice opening up the other arm if you are comfortable doing it. Try not to pop your ribs, draw the belly button in, lift your chest up nice and proud, bend through the front and feel the shift of the weight. But the knee in front is not over the toe. You want to keep that alignment so it's safe. And then maybe we start to lift the arms up and straighten through the front leg as the arms straighten up. And then we come down to cactus. And lift up. And down. And up. And down. And then release the hands and give the shoulders a break. Maybe you reach towards the back. Or interlace your fingers, open through the shoulders, straighten through the front leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly bend over for pyramid pose. Your version. Always again, you can take the option of placing your hands on the front seat of the chair. Or you can take the blocks and come to an extended version, I guess, or a version that works for you. Let your head fall forward if it's comfortable. Big breath in, exhale out, bend through the knee, and then slowly come up to hold the chair. Reach your arms up and bring your hands to heart and step forward. Shaking that out, we'll do the other side. Stepping the right foot back on an angle, the front knee is bent in line with the toes. Hold the chair, it is a balanced pose for many people. If you want to just slowly move into it. So you can bend the front knee and straighten. And the back foot remains on the floor, so you're getting that stretch and grounding through the back of your body, or your back leg. And front. And this time we're going to hold here. Again, we're going to take the arms into cactus and we'll do the bellows breath or elbow kisses. Lifting up through the core. Again, try one arm if you wish or both. Doesn't matter depending on what's going on with your shoulders, wherever you're feeling it best. Deep breath in. Exhale and lean forward, pushing in, keeping the back foot down and the front knee is bent. Inhale and open, straighten the front leg. Exhale and bend the elbows together. Inhale to open through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, round. Stretching the upper back, contracting the front of the chest together. One more time. Inhale, open as the legs straighten. And down. And back to cactus. Release the hands. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And from here, we're going to come into a pyramid pose on this side. Maybe you take the arms out, your plain arms, which one side of my wall won't let me do. And then lean forward here. Choose to take the back of the chair, the seat of the chair, or your box for your pyramid pose. And if this does not feel nice to you at all, then please come back out of it. Inhale, exhale. Bend the front knee, slowly take your way up as your spine starts to uncoil and your knee starts to soften. Good. Bring the back foot together. Give it a little flick there. And then we'll come to our balance pose or tree pose. So holding on to the back of your chair if you wish, or hands around your hips. Just challenge yourself to wherever your level of choices are. The inside leg stays steady and grounded with no locking of the knee, a nice microsoft bend in the knee. The outside foot, you open up your toe, come into your version of tree pose. So you can use your block to open up that hip there if it feels comfortable for you, or you can cross it over. But if you're crossing it over, you want to engage that standing leg as well, so you can lift it up on the block. So again, choose what fits best for you. And once you're steady, using your focus, your eyes, lifting up through your muscle, engaging through the core, lifting the chest up, and focus on a spot that's not moving. Once you've steadied and settled in, you may wish to bring the foot up a little bit alongside the shin, or anywhere up along the leg, or keep it on the floor just as it is, because it's a hip opener. So in addition to opening up the hip, you're also starting to strengthen that standing leg, and this is what we need to do. And so practice it gradually without pushing too much effort. Deep breath in. You may wish to play with letting the chair go, one finger holding on, and then maybe you put your hand on your hip and then the other, nice and firm and grounded. So again, giving you options to wherever it is your body is feeling most comfortable. And then to come out, soften the standing leg and bring the other one down. And yes, you'll probably need to kick that out a little bit if you're standing there for any length of time. All right, so I'm just going to turn the chair over to the other side. And again, standing with the support of the chair, begin to come up. Solid foot is on. The inside foot is grounded. And try not to sway down. You want to stabilize so that that hip is hugged into the socket and you're supporting the joint around it. And then come on the outside toes, opening up for a kickstand here, whatever option you wish to take. So try not to collapse into it. Can you lengthen up nice and tall without locking that standing leg? Deep breath in. Choose where you want to put the leg, or the foot rather. Deep breath, focusing on something that's not moving. And once you're established and you feel comfortable here, you can choose to stay there and strengthen that standing leg, or you balance or focus. There's so many things involved with balance. Option to take your hand up the cactus, maybe play with letting go of the chair. Whatever feels like you want to try today. And if you're wobbly, that's okay. Good, release one hand to the hip, the other to the chair. Shake that out and shake the standing leg out. Good. All right, so we're just going to give it a little shake, and then we're going to take our seat, come back to our seat. So take a few minutes just to check in and notice how you feel. Maybe give your legs a little wiggle there. It's always nice to get that movement going. So we'll settle in now for our relaxation, our cooling down. Take a few moments to draw attention to your breath as we begin. Start to let go and focus on the sensations. Maybe there's energy flowing that you now want to soften. Notice the breath, notice the heartbeat. Maybe it's a little bit faster. Can you start to breathe slowly and mindfully? Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the gaze. Maybe you scan your body from your toes to your crown, noticing. And let the breath be your guide to slowing down, tuning in. most. And if you set an intention at the beginning of your class, bring your awareness back to that intention. And then maybe decide if you're able to carry your intention out throughout the practice. If not, that's perfectly okay. Or if it's something that you wish to take off the mat and carry it on through your day. And then bowing down towards your heart with your hands in prayer pose, take a moment to find gratitude in everything that your body does for you on the off days and on the on days. So it's working hard to try and help you stay strong, stable, and mobile. So take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Release your hands down to your lap. And I wish you a beautiful day. Take care of yourself until the next time. Namaste. Thank you.